Hi there, I'm Adrian Atkins and welcome to Jamaica Magazine. Coming up on the pages, we look at how paying taxes and doing business with Tax Administration Jamaica is improving. Plus, the National Health Fund increases medication subsidy for children with chronic illnesses. And still to come, youth in agricultural engineering. Sit back and relax with those and more right after these messages.
The Ministry of Education, Youth and Information is committed to ensuring that every Jamaican child has the best learning environment to thrive and needs your cooperation to make the education system work successfully.
What are the school's voluntary contributions for?
Co-curricular and sports activities and school development.
What amount are parents to contribute?
Your contributions are voluntary and the amount depends on the type of programs being offered by the school.
If my child is being denied access to school, can I complain to the ministry?
Yes. You can call or visit any of the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information's 6 regional offices or send an email to complaints@moey.gov.jm.
What support is there for PATH students?
PATH students are not expected to make contributions and are to be provided with 5 days free lunch as of this year.
Parents and guardians, do continue to make your voluntary financial contributions to your children's school. The institutions need your assistance for their school development and sporting activities. Remember, every child can learn. Every child must learn.
Tax Administration Jamaica TAJ continues to improve the ease and convenience of paying taxes with the launch of a number of online services. We'll learn more in this feature.
I like the system and it is very, very, very good. When I mean very good, it is very good.
I find it user-friendly, somewhat easy to use. Sometimes I need to call up there to get a little clarification, but so far so good.
They are but 2 of hundreds of persons who have been experiencing the upgrade. How? Through Phase 2 of Tax Administration Jamaica TAJ's Revenue Administration Information System RAISE 2. RAISE 2, rolled out in December 2015 by the TAJ, is revolutionizing aspects of the tax system in Jamaica, creating a one-stop shop, putting power into the hands of taxpayers, giving them 24-hour access to select services, and saving them valuable time and money. RAISE 2 is an easy, user-friendly web-based service designed to improve the way business is conducted by the tax authorities and their customers.
There are so many benefits to be derived by using the e-services, so we have moved more tax services online. So in addition to filing and paying your income tax returns, persons are also able to do their payroll payments and returns online through this platform.
Persons who use RAISE 2 are also able to generate a statement of their accounts with the TAJ. Previously, one had to visit the tax office to get that information, but now it's just a click away.
You can see if you have any liability outstanding, right? And secondly, if you do, you can make payment right there and then, because you can pay online. You see the balances, it show you how you can pay online, and you can do that via a credit card.
Persons can also apply for tax compliance certificate.
The certificate has changed in terms of how it looks. What will now be generated is a tax compliance letter, which once they get that letter, it will bear the tax compliance number, as well as the TRN of the entity that has done the application. Persons will be able to validate that letter. If we were engaging somebody to do some service and they tendered that TCC letter, we would be simply able to log onto the system and validate that it is an authentic letter.
Through RAISE 2, you can also grant third-party access to someone else, like your accountant, to conduct business on your behalf. There's also a direct banking feature, so persons can transfer funds from their bank accounts directly to the TAJ. And if you're having difficulty meeting your tax obligations, you can also make a payment plan by using the electronic service.
The information, the data goes directly into our system. So there's no need for data entry subsequent to the persons doing their business online.
TAJ's electronic services can be accessed at jamaicatax.gov.jm.
Once the page is loaded, you will see a number of options that are available on our upgraded e-services portal.
Say for instance you want to get a taxpayer registration number TRN. Well, you can begin the process online. Just register, log in, follow the instructions and submit the form. Supporting documents can also be uploaded, but they still need to be verified at the tax office.
Think of it like doing a web check if you were traveling. You can do your web check online. However, when you go to the airport to travel, you'd still need to go to the counter to have them validate, meaning eyeballing that you have a visa in your passport.
Once the application is submitted, the documents can be brought into any of our offices where it can be accessed from the queue, that is the application, and the process can be completed on the same day.
So just how safe is the system? Well, TAJ officials say it's an up-to-date world-class system with stringent security measures that meet international standards.
The US, they actually did some tests on our system, and had we not passed those security measures, then we would not have been allowed to use this system to do that mechanism.
Everybody, whether the mechanic, the property owners, the business people, your self-employed, I would recommend everybody to use RACE2.
Nutritious food, succulent dishes, superior workmanship, and excellent service. Jamaica is on the go. Let's grow what we eat and eat what we grow. Let's harness the indomitable spirit of our most valued resource, our people. Let's support our local businesses. After all, buying Jamaican means building Jamaica.
The cost of taking care of children suffering from chronic illnesses can be a big burden. The National Health Fund is aware of the issue facing many families and has taken a noteworthy decision to improve their circumstances. Let's find out more.
The National Health Fund NHF has increased its subsidy for medication for children with NHF cards by 100%. Parents and caregivers, as of September 1, 2016, you should save more when purchasing pharmaceuticals for NHF beneficiaries 0 to 18 years old. Now you'll pay even less than 20% out of pocket when you purchase medication to keep your child healthy.
We feel that children with chronic illnesses are a vulnerable group in society. And also because we know that it is tough on parents, some of whom have more than one child under our program with chronic illnesses, to pay for their medication so that they can live useful lives. The cost of this program is estimated to be about $70 million per year, and that takes into account the fact that we think that more and more parents will register their children because of the increased benefits.
It will cost the NHF $44 million to provide this extra benefit. Through this increased spending, the fund is broadening access to vital medication for approximately 12,000 NHF beneficiaries currently enrolled in the program. A wide range of conditions are covered, including arthritis, asthma, diabetes, epilepsy, glaucoma, sickle cell, hypertension, ischemic heart disease, and psychosis. You'll save big when you present your child's NHF card at any pharmacy to fill his or her prescription. There's no need for a new card. All changes will be automatically applied. However, if you don't have one, simply fill out the application form available at NHF offices, pharmacies, or doctor's offices. Your child must have a TRN and a doctor must complete the form to indicate what medical condition exists. Once that's done, go ahead and submit the completed document to the NHF either in person or by mail.
My daughter was diagnosed with epilepsy about 6 months ago. Since then, she's been on medication, which usually costs about $10,000 per month. Since I've got my NHF card, I pay about $1,200 a month for medication. First month when I had to pay $10,000, I had to buy the medication every week because I couldn't buy it all at once. So it really does help. It helps and it saves a lot. I think that's a great benefit for any parent that even has a child with another critical illness.
It will help other parents who having a difficult times with children with serious illness. I would suggest for them to sign up for an NHF. they will definitely benefit from it because I have benefit with my son. My child is asthmatic, so I signed up for it and I'm now paying $106. Normally I would have paid $5,000 and trust me, it has taken a lot of stress out of me.
The National Health Fund, taking a healthy interest in you. For more information on the fund and related benefits, call 906-1106 or visit the NHF's website, nhf.org.jm.
Be an active participant in your child's life. Spend time with your child. No phones, no television, no distractions, just the two of you. Get to know your child through play. Why not go to the park and get on the monkey bars? Sharing a meal can also be a time of bonding. If your child's in school, be involved in school activities. Speak with your child's teacher, follow up on their progress in school and see how you can help. Assist them with homework. Attend parent-teacher meetings and support school fundraising events. Remember, your child's future is in your hands. Safeguard it.
So glad you are a child of mine.
Starting a business and growing successfully requires the know-how and the right linkages that can provide support in meeting your set goals. If you're thinking along the entrepreneurial lines, let's now see how you can turn that aspiration of yours into reality.
The foundations of corporate empires are usually rooted in the minds of young, bright men and women who've dared the risks of becoming entrepreneurs. First, identifying opportunities that can create wealth, products and services that are in demand, and meeting those needs with unique innovation. Planning and establishing a business is no easy task, and operating successfully for any extended period is an even tougher job. But Jamaica's youth entrepreneurship policy and strategy gives young people with good business ideas a chance to operate more thriving long-term businesses and create their own income. Youth entrepreneurship is encouraged by both public and private organizations. It is also being fostered within schools and communities to instill the business bug early. And with more young persons owning businesses, they'd be helping to drive economic development and job creation, all of which can make a difference in the lives of other people. And that explains why support has been growing in areas of financing for startup and business experience. Government over the years has established various agencies for helping the youth set up and run their businesses. The National Center for Youth Development, NCYD, for example, continues to empower youth in entrepreneurship. Both attached and unattached young people are able to benefit from access to information through the establishment of youth information centers across the island and various programs that include training. Government has partnered with organizations such as Jamaica Youth Business Trust to provide venture capital funds for persons under the age of 30, collateral requirement being only a sound business plan and a willingness to accept a mentor from the private sector. There is also the Youth Entrepreneurship Program, YEP, giving school leavers at the secondary and tertiary levels with strong entrepreneurial spirits the benefit of training and access to financing. Youths also have access to various business support services provided by the Jamaica Business Development Corporation, the premier business support organization. From the conception of a business idea, young entrepreneurs can get help through the stages of developing the business, planning, financing, starting, marketing, and growing. Indeed, the window of opportunity is open for our youths to access business support at the highest professional levels.
Science and technology represents a sure means of improving the way we do things and operate businesses. Our students of agricultural engineering are locked onto this reality and are taking tangible steps to use technology for agricultural growth. Take a look.
I'm studying general agriculture. I want to be a veterinarian.
Bioengineer. I want to manage my own agricultural business.
They are the future of the agriculture sector and are working towards making a significant impact.
You have certain crops in Jamaica that are being depleted. I would like to re-engineer those crops and bring them back into the world. I'm planning to do something similar to this, or if I can fine-tune the same thing and rename it into a brand that I can offer to the economy, I want to do this.
This is the KISA model, a project that highlights an approach that can be taken by farmers to treat recycled water on their farms to irrigate field crops.
The main purpose of this layout right here is to have an environment where we try to have less economic problems, try to build up a system that is economically and environmentally friendly.
The idea and design came out of a need to implement such a system on the grounds of their Hanover-based agricultural school. The Nakalva students also believe that the KISA model will be able to sustain farmers through periods of low rainfall and drought. Here is how it will work. Say you are a pig farmer. Each time you wash the pig pen, that water can be channeled to various treatment points. The water, along with the waste substance, will then pass through a biodigester, allowing you to produce your own energy for your farm as well as manure.
In the biogas digester, anaerobic bacteria breaks down or digests the material and releases a gas known as methane gas. This methane gas is then sent to the control station where our generator converts this gas into energy and is used up on the farm on a day-to-day basis. So after the biogas digester, the solid part of the material is sent to the drying bed. In the drying bed, it is left open where it can be dried completely. After it is dried, the material is then used back in our outfield and our greenhouse as organic material or manure.
Following that is the water treatment process. The liquid from the drying pond is sent to the anaerobic pond, which is the first stage of treatment.
In this pond, there's a substance known as BOD. BOD is biological chemical oxygen demand. This is the amount of oxygen that bacteria requires to break down organic matter. It is reduced by 85% in the anaerobic pond, and in the second pond, which is the facultative pond, it is reduced by 95%. In the facultative pond, algae is present to add additional oxygen to the water by photosynthesis. And doing this, the algae also removes nitrates and phosphate, therefore purifying the water a little further.
From here, water moves to maturation ponds 1 and 2. This process is to move coliform bacteria.
Anaerobic respiration occurs at the bottom of the pond. The main purpose is to reduce pathogens like bacteria, viruses, E. coli, and no chlorine. Then it will travel in a channel to storage pond, where the water stays there.
This storage pond will also facilitate rainwater harvesting.
This harvested water is used to lower the pH of the water stored in the storage pond, and it is also used to spread out the level of pathogen in the water. This is done because there is a recommended level of pathogen per liter in the water, and doing this will reduce the amount of concentration of pathogen in that specific liter. After the treatment of the water, it is then sent to the control station where the generator and pump is activated, and it is dispersed into our outfields and in our greenhouse irrigation system. So I believe that this is one of the best ideas that all Jamaican farmers should partake in. Not only that it is very beneficial to our economy, it is also beneficial to your pockets. To get this started, it is not really an easy process, but over a period of time you'll realize that because you are creating your own energy, you don't have to go ahead and buy water because you're the one reusing, recycling your water, you're the one harvesting your water, you're the one treating it, so you don't have to pay to do all of those processes.
It is this application of technology and innovation within the agriculture sector that is being promoted by Portfolio Minister Carl Samuda.
We have to become technology savvy, and we have to introduce it at all elements of agriculture, because that's the only way that we are going to be on the cutting edge of competition.
And the Minister Samuda is encouraging young people to be part of this transformation by choosing areas of agriculture as careers.
The future of Jamaica's agriculture must rely on the wisdom of the old, but the energy of the young. They are the ones who are going to carry this process forward.
Know your numbers and control the keys to a healthier heart. Know the numbers for your blood pressure, cholesterol level, blood glucose level, and your weight and body mass index. Find out the risks they represent and what you need to do to stay healthy. Talk to your doctor and start making healthy lifestyle choices to prevent a heart attack or stroke.
Up next, top stories making news this week.
Hi there, I'm Simone Wolf with your JIS News of the Week. Jamaica's fight against crime is to be enhanced with the help of the United States government, which is setting up full-time offices of its Federal Bureau of Investigations and the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms and Explosives at the U.S. Embassy in Kingston. Prime Minister Andrew Holness welcomed the support, but stressed that the state was fairly advanced in developing its own plan to secure Jamaica. That plan is being prepared by the National Security Council for delivery by October.
Don't expect foreign countries to solve your own crime problem if you don't demonstrate the will to take on the difficult, challenging situations and establish authority of the state over criminals. This administration is prepared to do that. And in the next budget, you will see an allocation, which will be significant but necessary in ensuring that Jamaica once and for all brings the crime monster to heel.
The Ministry of National Security has signed a Memorandum of Understanding with Fight for Peace International to explore the greater use of combat sport to engage at-risk youth living in communities impacted by crime and violence.
The Fight for Peace program practically addresses 3 of the 5 pillars of the National Security Strategy: crime prevention through social development, reducing reoffending, and effective policing. Its impact is already being felt in the correctional system through their work with our juvenile facilities.
And in the wake of a flare-up of violence in West Kingston communities, Education Minister Senator Royal Reid says increased security measures have been put in place for schools in the area.
I have had discussion with the Member of Parliament. We have had discussion with the Police High Command. They are responding to put a lot of resources on the ground to ensure that our children are safe. I know the police have said that students are to attend school. They're going to have additional patrols in the area. The police also are going to move also to encourage that students should be off the street by 9 p.m. in the night.
In the meantime, the Education Minister toured corporate area schools Monday morning and later told JIS News that the 2016-2017 academic year got off to a smooth start.
I'm actually thoroughly impressed. From all accounts, all the reports I've had is very positive. I've been able to visit a couple of schools even before this one, all the way up to Pepin and the schools nearby, and they're looking very good. The principals are in place. Everything seems to be fine, and I'm very happy that the support of all the stakeholders, or boards, or principals, and our teachers, and then, of course, the ministry team have worked together to ensure we have a generally very smooth start to this new school year.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness toured Caenwood Primary on the first morning of the new academic year and implored parents to send their children to school regardless of any financial constraints.
I encourage every single Jamaican parent, don't stay at home and say you can't afford it, you don't have it. Send that child to school, and if any teacher or any principal send back that child, you send them to me and let me deal with it.
In other news, $567 million in productivity grant funding has been put in place by a consortium of government finance and trade agencies in collaboration with the World Bank. The Productivity Grant Fund project is designed to boost the impact that small and medium-sized enterprises have on Jamaica's economy by offering grant funding to these SMEs. It's being financed from a $50 million 6-year loan agreement between the World Bank and the government of Jamaica. Public sector medical consultants this week became the latest group to sign the 2015-2017 Heads of Agreement with government. The contract gives the medical consultants a 4% salary increase over 2 years and provides for the specialist doctors to be paid outstanding sums from the 2008-2010 contract period starting in 2017.
We have decided that we are going to pay the doctors the first quarter of next year, the installment that is due, and we are going to look, and I want to put it no stronger than that, we are going to look at the possibility how the rest can be worked in a shorter time.
Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton revealed this week that government was setting up a $50 million fund to provide support for families of babies born with Zika-related microcephaly.
This $50 million fund is just another in the series of initiatives that we are implementing in order to try and deal with this particular ailment. What we will certainly be doing is to give support in the early stages, assist the child in areas such as early stimulation, the mother in terms of counseling, medication, support.
And finally, Prime Minister Andrew Holness has begun a series of what he calls missioning exercises to interface directly with all the ministries and their representatives to ensure that all parties are aligned with government's vision and focus. The first visit was to the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information's head office on Tuesday.
It was a chance to deliver the mission of the government specific to education and how education fits into the bigger picture for economic growth and job creation and public safety, and just making Jamaica the place of choice for us to live, work, and raise our family. It is an important strategy in ensuring that there is a whole of government mission.
And those were some of the stories making news this week. I'm Simone Wolf.
And this is where we take our leave on yet another enlightening edition of Jamaica Magazine. We value your feedback, so keep the link through our various social media platforms. Send an email to jamaicamagazine@jis.gov.jm and visit our website, jis.gov.jm, for the latest on government information. Until next time, I'm Adrian Atkinson, reminding you to take care of your health, eat well, exercise, get adequate rest, and make every day a productive one.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.